Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, this is the 3 666s that showed up about an hour ago. And as predicted, all 3 of them are running and 2 of them smoke. Now this one was missing the front truck, and all of them were frozen. I mean, not physically frozen. One of them was mechanically frozen, but they hadn't run or moved in years, decades. But I bypassed the E unit on this one, and the E unit was just totally dead. I couldn't get it to run at all, so I just bypassed it. And I'm going to take this around pulling 8 13-inch passenger cars. So 3 of these for 20 bucks. Now this is the most these things have run in a lot of people's lifetimes. I haven't got to the headlights yet. So this one I had to bypass the E unit. The other 2 run forward and reverse and smoke. So let's put this one on. Remember, I got all 3 of these things for $20. You know, you just can't beat that. Even if you only used them for parts, you can't beat it. And okay, here's number 2. And it's instantly smoking. Don't know how well it shows up in the video, but it is, as you see. It's actually smoking really well. All right, so number 2 and number 3. Now all of these are filthy. I haven't done anything to them at all yet except oil them, get them broken loose, and some really basic adjustments. Basically just getting all the crud off the contacts so they'll run. Let's try this one, forward and reverse. This one runs really nicely, and it has the headlight in it. And waiting for it to smoke. It smoked earlier on the bench, so I must assume it will. Yeah, it's barely starting to smoke now. I should probably put a couple of drops of oil in it. Anyway, all 3 of them are running, and I got all 3 of them for 20 bucks. And you really can't beat that. There's a little wisp of smoke coming out of there. Anyway, so they're extremely filthy still. I haven't done anything to them but oil them and basic cleaning the brushes, things like that. The one that was frozen, it was the armature. And so if you have the armature and it's actually frozen, you can't move it. Rather than take the risk of stripping the gears or damaging it, just loosen the brush plate and give it a bit of side-to-side movement, and it will instantly break free. And then just tighten your plate back down and it's up and running. It takes 2 minutes to break these things loose if they're frozen solid. And that one was frozen solid. So 2 Marx 666s that are complete and smoking. One I had to bypass the E unit. It doesn't smoke, it hasn't yet anyway. And it's missing the front truck. But all in all, 20 bucks, how can you beat that? I mean, you simply cannot. And like I said, I was the only bidder, and the only reason no one else bid on this is because of the appearance. This is the least of your worries. You can pull these handrails off of this. This is all black. You can repaint this in a matter of 5 minutes, and in 4 hours you can have this thing looking brand new again. And so what I'll do is just zap it with some oil, get off as much oxide as possible, and if I want to repaint it, I will. If not, I will just run it. And that's the nice thing about these. If you can get them cheap, in this case, $20 for 3 666s. I mean, you have to admit that's a bargain in anybody's book, even if you only use them for parts. These are all 3 double reduction motors. All 3 have smokers. 2 of them are smoking. 2 of the E units are working perfectly. This one I had to bypass because it was dead. I mean, it wouldn't even buzz. And bypass the E unit and it's up and running. So 3 Marx 666s for $20, and I was the only bidder. So I've got to remind you, as always, don't overlook the junk. In less than an hour, all 3 of these engines are running. And they're still absolutely filthy. But remember, they've only been here for an hour. And they've been sitting someplace, very likely as long as I've been alive. I mean, they are really, really nasty. And this is all just sitting in a damp environment. And it takes years for this oxide to build up on this paint. And this is zinc oxide actually coming through the paint. So it was really poor storage. Other than that, once these are cleaned, lubed, and tuned, these are going to be really, really nice 666s, and they cost almost nothing. 3 of them for $20. You just can't beat that. Anyway, I'll get the headlights replaced on the ones that need it, get them hooked up, get them cleaned, lubed, and tuned, get the rust off of them, clean them up. Really nice addition to the collection, and I mean, 3 of them for $20. I mean, you just can't beat that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.